Hello students. So today's science lesson, we were dealing with the unit classification, unit 4 classification. Okay, we have completed the first lesson 4.1 taking stock. So now we will start a new lesson, that is 4.2 grouping animals. 4.2 grouping animals. So please take page number 46. We will cover only 46 today. The whole lesson is 46 and 47. Today we will cover only 46. Okay. Learning objective. Learn about classification and about invertebrates. So I think you know what is classification and who are invertebrates, right? So we have studied about, I think you have studied about this vertebrates and invertebrates. The animals with backbone are called vertebrates. So simply I'm telling you. And the animals without backbone is known as invertebrates. Okay. Anyway, let us start our lesson. So please take the page number 46. Okay. Sorting things out. Olivia won some satsumas. It's a special type of orange which is basically seen in Japan and all. Anyways, so Olivia wants some satsumas. So she heads for the fruit section and looks for the oranges. There are several types of oranges, including satsumas. Supermarkets put similar things together to make them easier to find. This is classification. So basically, with this example, they're giving you what they're making you understand what is classification. So it's very simple. Just imagine that in our whole school, the students are divided into different classes, right? Year 1 to 9 is there. Even kindergarten is there. So consider year 1 to 9. According to the age as well as their academics knowledge, the whole students are classified into year 1 to 9, right? Even in year 1, you can see that the classes are divided into divisions that be like blue, red, yellow, pink, etc. Right? This is another type of classification. Now, next is what? Even inside a class, you can see among the class, year 1 itself, you can see that two types of classes are there, boys classes and girls classes. Okay, so all the boys are sitting in one class and the girls are in another class. So everything, so classification basically means putting something similar things together. Okay, so like this class, the whole school divided into small classes again divided into divisions, everything is example for classification. So here one girl wanted a particular type of orange, that is satsumas. So what she should check? She should go and check in the fruit section, and in the fruit section she should check the orange area, right? Then only she will get the special type of orange, because normally in supermarket, you all may go to supermarket, right? So in almost all supermarket, the similar things will be put together so that we can easily identify them. Okay, so this is called classification. Scientists classify species in a similar way. Putting them in groups makes it easier to store what we know about them. Give each species a different name. Scientists everywhere use the same system so they can share data. Okay, so here you have to understand that this classification system is used in animals also. So for example, you can see that if you're telling something flying, a living organism which is flying, we call it what? Birds, right? Birds is a great group of classification. You can see different types of birds there, like crow, parrot, peacock, then eagle, vultures, everything's an example. So all these types of birds are put under one particular group, that is birds. So everywhere these animals as well as birds as well as plants are classified so that we can understand them better and we can share them the data better. Okay, so we classify species into groups and subgroups to help identify them. Okay, so that is the main thing. So basically species are grouped in that classified into groups and then again into subgroups to help identify them. Grouping living things. Most species can be classified as plants or animals. So here what you have to understand is that basically a living organism. So previously, nowadays, if you don't have to study all those things, but still there are 5 kingdoms. Okay, but in our ancient time, basically living organisms were classified into two, that is plants and then animals. Okay, so with just by seeing a living organism, we can understand whether it is a plant or animal. It is very easy to identify, right? The difference between them is that animals feed on other living things while plants make their own food using photosynthesis. Plants and animals are each divided into smaller subgroups. So here we have discussed that species are classified into groups and then again into subgroups, right? So here basically living organisms are classified as what? Animals or plants. So these plants, what is the basic difference between plants and animals? Plants make their own food with the process. I know that you all know that. What is that? Photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is the process by which plants make their own food by using what? Do you remember it? Carbon dioxide, sunlight, and in the presence of a pigment called chlorophyll. Okay, I hope you all remember all those things. Anyway, plants make their own food by using photosynthesis with the help of the process of photosynthesis, while animals cannot make their own food. What they would do? They usually feed on other living organisms, even human beings, right? We feed on other plants as well as animals, right? So anyway, this is the basic difference between animals and plants. So again, these animals and plants are divided into smaller subgroups. So this picture is there in your textbook. You have to see that the whole invertebrate animals belongs to how many percentage it covers? 70 percentage. So invertebrate animals, I told you that those are the animals without backbone. Human beings belongs to vertebrates only. Okay, human beings and tiger, cat, and all those things belongs to what? Vertebrate. Fishes, birds, animals, reptiles, all this belongs to vertebrates. Invertebrates means those insects, starfish, like octopus, molluscans, everything. All those things belongs to invertebrates. Anyway, in the whole universe, invertebrates animals are 70 percentage. Among that, arthropods are 60 percentage. What is arthropods? Do you know? Arthropods are those basically insects. Okay, arthropods are what? Insects. Insects groups are the highest group, largest group. Okay, among animals, which is the largest group? Insects. Insects are also known as arthropods. Don't forget it. Arthropods means insects, that is 60 percentage. So here plants are how many percentage? 22 percentage. And vertebrate animals are 3 percentage. Okay, vertebrate animals only 3 percentage. Such a small number. Okay. Animal subgroups. Next topic. For animals, the first division is between vertebrates and invertebrates. Okay. So in the case of animals, so first we are discussing about animal subgroups. So in the case of animals, the first and important division is between what? Vertebrates and invertebrates. Okay. Vertebrates have bony skeleton with backbone. Vertebrates have what? Bony skeleton with backbone inside their bodies. Invertebrates don't. So what is the basic difference between vertebrates and invertebrates? Vertebrates have backbone. Invertebrates do not have backbone. And vertebrates have what? Which type of skeleton? It is bony skeleton. The skeleton is made up of bones. We know that, right? Our skeleton is made up of what? Bones. You all have seen it in our science lab, right? Anyways, next point. Sometimes it is hard to tell which animals have backbones from the outside. Okay. So basically, it is sometimes very difficult to tell that by just looking at an animal. We cannot tell that if it is vertebrate or if it is invertebrate. Okay, sometimes we cannot understand if that particular animal has a backbone or do not have a backbone. We just don't understand. For example, I will show you 2 pictures. So this is roundworm. Okay, what is this? Roundworm. And this is snake. Actually, this is the X-ray of a snake. So we all know that by looking at this, you can understand that both of them look very much similar, right? Both of them look very much similar. And just by viewing a snake, if it was not an X-ray, it would be very difficult for you to imagine that the snake was having a backbone, right? So here A roundworm and a snake look similar. Roundworms are invertebrates, but the X-ray on the right shows the snake has a backbone. It is a vertebrate. So just by viewing at an animal, it will be difficult. Sometimes it is difficult to tell if it is having a backbone or it does not have a backbone. The best example is roundworm and snake. Roundworm is an invertebrate while snake is a vertebrate because the X-ray shows that the snake is having a backbone. So snake is what? A vertebrate. Okay. So we have completed the portions which we have to complete today. So we will discuss the question and answers of this topic. The first question is that what does classification involve? So we have discussed what is classification and what does classification involve? Classification involves putting similar things together. So remember that supermarket, how can we get a particular orange? How we will just go to the fruit section and then we will go to the orange section and then we will buy that particular orange, right? Just like that. What is classification? It involves putting similar things together. Second question, why is it important for all scientists to name and group species in the same way? Why is it important? Can you guess it? Scientists need to name and group species in the same way so they can share data. See, all over the world there are different countries and different languages. Everything is different. So just that particular species, if we have to get that whole data about it, so they have to name as well as group species. That name should be like, every word the name should be same. That is why we are using which type of name. What do we mean by scientific names? For example, human beings are called Homo sapiens. I'm not going to that. But anyway, the whole animals and birds and every species should be named and grouped so that the scientists can share data all over the world. Third question, what is the same about all plants? What is it same? All plants, you know that. What is the same? Process photosynthesis is the same thing, right? Answer, all plants make their own food using photosynthesis. So photosynthesis is the process by which plants make their own food. So this is same for all plants. Okay. Fourth question. Use the pie chart to find the percentage of species classified as plants or animals. So this is the pie chart. So from this, what you have to know, what was the question? How many, you have to understand the percentage of species classified as animals or plants, right? So how many invertebrate animals are there? 70%. Don't consider this. This arthropods or insects belong to this invertebrates. Okay. So don't consider this one. So how many invertebrate animals? What is the percentage? 70%. Then how many plants are there? What is the percentage of plants? 22%. Then what is the percentage of vertebrate animals? 3%. You have to add all this. 70 plus 22, 92. 92 plus 3, 95%. Okay, so the answer is 95%. The percentage of species classified as plants or animals is 95%. Now, fifth question. Which group has most species? Vertebrates or invertebrates? Can you tell me? Which group? So it is very easy. I hope you remember that pie chart. Invertebrates were 70% and vertebrates were only 3%. So which is largest? Very simple, invertebrates. Most animal species are invertebrates. Now, sixth question. How are vertebrates different from invertebrates? So it's very simple, right? Invertebrates means they do not have backbone, whereas vertebrates means they have backbone. That is a simple thing. And then vertebrates were having what? Bony skeletons. Okay. So vertebrates are having backbone. Invertebrates do not have backbone and vertebrates have what? Bony skeleton. That is the answer. So here is the answer for you. Vertebrates have bony skeleton with backbone inside their body, but invertebrates do not. So children, this is all for today. So we will continue the next lesson in the next class. So I hope you all understood. So till then, take care. Thank you.